Welcome, everybody. With me today, Leon Mendonca. Why is he with me today? Probably you have read the news already and you know all about it. 9 out of 9. A clean result. Have you ever had something similar like this before, Leon?
No, not really. No.
Well, absolute congratulations from everybody. Write it down, the congrats in the
Thank
YouTube
you.
channel, the commentaries. I think it is absolutely tremendous and it is really rare. And you are going to show us a couple of games. So yeah, I'm really curious of what you, whom you won against and how you outplayed them.
Yeah, so I think I played pretty well this whole event and really too many mistakes, I guess, and
Hmm.
it was not too bad, I hope at least. But yeah, and I had some pretty smooth victories and others were like a bit more complicated. And this was like the third round game, and I liked this victory because it was pretty smooth and I pretty much outplayed him. He didn't get much of a chance, honestly.
Okay, I'm
So
looking
yeah,
forward to this.
so I started out with d4, my normal opening move,
Hmm.
d4, and I was not really sure what to expect from him because he plays like these kind of sideline, these hybrid lines, like which are not really the main theoretical ones. So
Okay, so his
like
name
he,
is his name is Marco
yeah,
Tatar. Have you ever played
yes,
against him before? No.
no. Mm, I don't know much about him as a player, yeah, but basically I didn't go with any special strategies
Sure.
for this game, just my normal stuff, yeah. And normally he plays, like not normally, but he also plays these lines with these Indian lines, like Old Indian and
Oopsie.
Nimzo
Okay.
Indian,
That's
yeah, a lot
special.
of these hybrid Indian lines, basically. And yeah, basically I just prepared briefly for the stuff, but I just did not know what to expect. And what he played was also something that I prepared a bit. And yeah, so basically c4. If I play e4, it's basically the French defense, which I do not want to go into because I do not play the French defense. So
Okay.
I played
Can
c4.
you can always avoid a French defense if you play d4, I assume. But
Yeah,
with e4, it's a bit more complicated, I guess.
exactly. Yeah. So after c4, again, I'm just inviting him to go into Nimzo Indian.
Hmm.
But of course, if you start with e6, then pretty sure you're not going to go for Nimzo Indian. So he went for this line bishop b4 check.
Ah, the interrupter line.
I'm not sure what you call this. I mean, I really don't know these names of the openings, and especially nowadays there are so many hybrid lines. So,
True.
like, it's yeah. I mean, difficult to come up with new names. So,
Yeah, but black like gives kind of a direction with this move, right? Because white only has a couple of moves to play here.
yeah, exactly. Also, I thought he might try this line b6, which is quite tricky if you're not prepared. So,
Okay,
but I had prepared for it. So, yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal, I guess.
nice.
He played bishop b4 check. I played bishop d2, the normal way of blocking the check. He took, of course. I took. I mean, you can play these moves like c5 and a5, but they lead to different kinds of positions. So he just stuck with the standard taking on d2.
Yeah.
I took with the queen. And the important thing, not the important thing, but the general thing is like you just take with the queen to keep the c3 knight for your square, the c3 square for your knight.
Yes.
And yeah, if you took with the knight, it would not be too desirable because, yeah, basically d2 is not the best place for the knight. So queen takes d2 and knight f6, knight c3, all normal stuff.
Hmm.
Here I'm pretty much threatening to play e4, so I guess d5 is kind of the main move. And here I had seen like a special setup to play against this line before the game, which was quite interesting. And normally, what White would do was just to play like knight f3 and maybe e3 at some the next move, I guess, rook
Yep.
c1, bishop e2, and it's definitely possible. It's just a bit better for White. But I've seen this interesting way of playing with the knight on g1 and then later develop it to e2, which is like not too common.
Okay.
And I thought he might not expect this. So e3, and of course black castle, because he thought probably I'm just going to play knight f3 next move or c1. But here
But
I decided to
then,
take. Yeah,
oh, okay.
with yeah. I guess he did not quite expect this, and yeah, he took back with the pawn, and here bishop d3.
Hmm.
And here I guess it's a bit more clear that I'm going to go knight g2 and f3, and probably at some point e4, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
controlling
So
the center.
yeah, and yeah, he saw this as my plan, and he spent some time here thinking like how exactly to counter it. So he spent like 10 minutes, and he played this slightly weird looking move, knight c6, because
Uh-huh.
in this picture, generally like you play the knight to d7 and put the pawn on c6. But once you put the knight on c6, it's already some kind of different thing which is going on.
It's unbelievable.
So
For me, it looks like, let's say, quite normal, but you say like this is it's a bit of an unusual move. It's like, wow, okay.
no, I mean unusual in this structure. Like
Hmm.
generally the pawn goes to c6, because when you play a knight to c6, like your pawn on c7 would be quite pretty stuck basically. And basically even your knight would have to move somewhere, I guess, later.
Hmm.
Because over here it's just vulnerable to attack down the c line.
True.
So that's why like they put the pawn on c6. So it's a stronghold over there.
Hmm.
So I went knight g2, and his idea was to go knight e7, immediately reroute it, and I guess exchange the bishops on f5, because the main problem in this line for black is the bishop actually, which is stuck and has no real place
Yeah.
to go.
But you can counter this quite easily with knight g3, right? Or
Exactly, I should have played knight g3 in fact,
aha.
but I didn't see any problem with playing f3,
Okay.
which is what I did in the game. And it is like fine, it is a decent move, but I know like with the computers it says knight g3 is the best. So I have no idea why. And congratulations to you, because you have a good intuition about this.
People call me the engine all the time, yeah. But more like this little comic strip, the Tom the Engine or whatever it's called. Anyway,
Okay, I've
yeah,
not really heard about
I didn't even
that.
don't know how it's called. Unfortunately, it was a
Okay.
bad joke.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, but anyways, I played f3 pretty quickly. I mean, can I see how much time I spent? Yeah, 4 minutes. But
Wow.
basically, I was not really considering a lot like other moves, because I didn't see a problem, and this is
Sure.
anyways part of my plan. So yeah, he played knight f5 after 17 minutes,
Hmm.
and yeah, I was basically bored sitting there, not knowing what to do, because he's just thinking a lot.
So
And
I need to quickly ask you: you always write down the amount of minutes, or is this from memory?
no, I write it down on my
Hmm.
score sheet, just like moves which I think I thought a bit too long, or my opponent thought a bit too long, or moves that were played too quickly.
Interesting.
So basically, just timings which I thought were not usual.
Hmm.
So yeah, over
Knight
here,
e5. Okay.
if I play e4, he can just take, and take on d4, and that's
Yeah,
why it doesn't work.
that's that's not good on many levels.
Yeah. So here I could have was it long castles here?
It looks interesting and it looks fine. The king moves another square at one point, and then you're quite set, I guess.
I consider this move rook e8 because it's quite critical.
Hmm.
Like my pawn.
That is critical. And then the plan of earlier, you cannot really push forward, or you can.
I was thinking, because if I can push forward, it works really well. But unfortunately, in this case, like I thought I might have some tactics down this file, so that's why I looked at it. So like if
Ah,
e5,
okay.
mm, what did I see? Because the problem is, if I'm just basically creating this threat.
Oh no,
Whoa.
I'm so sorry, Leon.
No, it's not a problem. I didn't expect this myself. So the thing is, if he takes on e5,
Yeah,
I take the knight, takes, and then I win this queen like this
that's nice.
because it's
Yes.
a check. So after e5, I was trying to make this line work, but what exactly does he can take, of course, which is the main issue. And here,
You take back with the queen, or
yeah, with the queen or with the knight. I think I considered with the knight, but here there was knight d5, yeah, and I can't do anything. He's a pawn up.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I can win back the pawn with this tactic, but it's worthless because I have gained nothing through this whole operation. So
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
so that's why if I take back with the queen, I think he has various moves. Like I'm threatening this, but the thing is that I'm pinned over here, so I guess he can just block this.
With the
It's
queen.
some good
Oh
move.
no, that's not working. Hmm.
Which good move? Maybe like I don't know G6 if it was, but G6 I just take
You can also
G6. So
take,
this
right?
is
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. No, I thought about this, but I can't quite remember what I saw exactly during the game.
Okay, I'm thinking
It was
too.
King H8. I have no idea,
King H8 is interesting.
but a bit strange also. Wait,
Yeah, I
wait,
mean,
wait, wait, wait.
after King H8, I'm considering taking the knight on F6, even check and
And
taking the rook. And this looks dangerous or not?
he,
Or you
yeah,
can
but if
take.
I don't have, Mhm.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
sorry. No.
No, but I think the thing is, I can just like win this pawn, and then my like I would have threats down this if I bring my queen.
Yeah,
But the thing is, maybe he can just go knight d7.
knight d7.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's this.
That's a good one. Or is it working? Bishop c4.
And here I have a check, I guess, first.
Oh, that is the winner. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, because it's like, yeah, I don't have enough play basically.
That was the purpose of the knight as well, to open this line. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay.
So that's why this long castle business could not work.
Mhm.
And yeah, what else did I think in this position? Yeah, also after long castles, rook e8, I thought about taking here, which is strange. I know it's strange, but I somehow thought about it because I'm gaining a lot of tempi attacking this bishop
G4
and
is
like just start.
always, yeah, G4 is always a little bit of a threat, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, I could not make this line work if he just goes back. And I don't know. Let's say, should I push h4 first or should I play knight f4 first? Basically, I'm just going to push h4 next. And okay, let's see how can he play. My threat is now g5. So yeah, c6 is forced. My threat is g5 winning this pawn.
Yeah.
So that's why c6 defends it. And here I thought about h4, but he has like h5. And it looks like I should be able to do something here, but I could
Yeah,
not see anything.
that's not working. So you take on h5, takes back.
I guess takes back with the knight, yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would take the knight, I guess, and just give the pawn on f3 in the worst case by opening the g file with
Mhm.
getting the rook there. Or the queen goes to g2, which is funky. No, it's not working. Not working. Not working.
Unfortunately, the e3 pawn is hanging. Yeah.
Pardon. Sorry.
But the thing is, no, it's no problem. But yeah, I was basically trying to make these kinds of lines work. But the thing is here, he has too many pieces near the king side. And that's
Yeah.
why like I have no play and this pawn is going to be weak. This pawn is also weak. So yeah. But I thought about like g5 because it's the most natural place, I guess. Most natural way of meeting h5. But here, like he can either go even knight h7 or knight d7. Like knight h7 just to safeguard the king side. But basically, I could not even see anything wrong with knight d7.
Yeah.
And it looks like I have like a nice situation with this well advanced, like a lot of control basically. But basically, it's nothing honestly. If he just like reroutes his knight, I guess absolutely no problems. So that's why this, which looks weird, is actually weird.
My
So
God, so much thought and
no, I was
unbelievable. Yeah.
just thinking like, yeah, I spent like half an hour, so I guess I should see a lot.
Wow. I didn't
But
know
yeah,
that. Yeah, that's intense.
I didn't expect to like spend so much time, but in the end, I was spending so much time.
Hmm.
So.
But it was worth
Mm.
it also.
In the end, I just played the move that I saw in the beginning, but I had to kind of justify it. Yeah. So yeah.
Gotcha.
And here, the most natural move is g4 for me at least,
Hmm.
to just kick the knight immediately. And basically, my plan is my play is on the king side, so g4 is the most natural. But I had to find a way how to meet knight h4 because that's basically where he's going. And here, mm, the best move, from what I remember,
King f2.
is castles.
Oh, I thought
Sorry?
I thought king f2 for a second.
King f2, I think, was.
Looks dangerous. Bishop takes g4.
Mhm. Yeah, either bishop g4 or knight g4.
I'm looking for
Because
tactics
with
all the
knight
time.
g4, I think you can bring the queen. That's why I was a bit worried. So.
Oh.
But you never know. Yeah, there is a resource. Yeah, if I
Yeah.
play knight f4, g5, there is knight d5.
Oh. Okay.
It kind of works. But let's say your move, bishop takes g4. I guess I have to take back. You take back, I guess. And, wow, this might actually work. Yeah,
Looks
because if I go
uncomplicated.
up,
Then queen g5.
exactly, yeah.
No direct
And yeah,
attack. That is not nice. No.
that is not nice at all, yeah. And yeah, basically bishop g4 is nice. Well done.
Oh well. That was just pure luck. Good you didn't play against me in this tournament.
But I anyways do not play king f2, so this would not arise anyways.
True.
But yeah, anyways. Yeah, that's basically why king f2 does not work, I guess. But in general, I think king f2, like moves like this, should be fine, like in some cases, if there's no sacrifice, basically. But basically, the thing is, I could simply castle.
That is
And
wild because that is actually quite interesting, right? There's so many pieces on that side, but you're safe as Fort Knox here. I think
yeah,
there's
exactly.
nothing.
And yeah. But the thing is, I could not see like the clear way of breaking through. But apparently, that there shouldn't be such a way. I should just continue like improving my pieces and trying to break the center later on. So objectively, castles was the best move. But my idea of meeting knight h4 was to play rook f1 and long castle.
Oh.
Mm,
Yeah, that would be. But then knight g2 check, and you cannot long castle, and the knight goes back. But yeah, it's not that
wow,
much.
wow, you're doing really well today. I mean, this is the best move, honestly. And I have to transpose back by playing king g1.
Oh, that is funny.
That is really funny, yeah.
That
But
is
you're
that
doing
is
really well
hilarious.
today.
Actually, this is like the short castle, just 2 moves later.
Yeah, I could have like gained a bit more time.
Yeah.
But yeah, knight g2 was apparently a good move. I'm not sure what was the best, but yeah, I remember knight g2 was like one of the good moves. So he played this very surprising move. I honestly thought he would like go something normal like rook e8.
Yeah.
I would long castle.
Comes to mind. Yeah.
Probably, I thought he should try to stop h6. Sorry, try to stop g5 and play h6. And here, how was I planning to play? I guess it was h3 to play e4. Because if I play e4 first, then he can take, and my g4 pawn falls, either the bishop or the knight. So that's why I planned to play h3. And why did I spend so long? Because I was worried about something here. What did I see? I don't quite remember. But the main thing is, this was my idea to just like get something like On the king. Now I remember. Yeah, of course. I thought if he just waits, like I think a move like c6 or b6. I'm not sure. b6.
Uh-huh.
If I go e4, which is the normal thing, he has this very unpleasant move. Knight takes f3.
Whoops. Oh,
The
that
idea
is
of
unpleasant.
yeah, very unpleasant. And basically, I'm just losing my piece back, the one which I just gained. If I try to sacrifice my rook, he
Yes.
doesn't take on f6, but instead takes here.
Sneaky.
And now, although I'm a piece up, unfortunately my knight and rook are both hanging.
So, yeah, this
So
piece
yeah.
up only for that long.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I thought if he plays a move like b6, I have to like figure something out. And this is why basically I spent this 30 minutes on playing g4, because I was like thinking about what to do here.
Ah.
And the only trap that I had in this whole line was if queen e7, which looks pretty natural, yeah, just to attack the
Yes.
the pawn. I can now play e4, and the difference is that after knight takes f3, rook f3, d takes e4, I have rook e3,
Nice.
pinning the pawn, and that's why I save a piece. But yeah, basically after b6, I have to figure something out here. I mean, I didn't think quite too far because I had anyway spent so much time, but basically this was what I was worried about. But luckily for me, he played this move knight e8, which is really very surprising. And he spent like a lot of time, like around half an hour, not half an hour, I've written here 15 minutes on it. And the idea is to play f5. And this looks like very suspicious, like it should not work. But I actually spent some like 5 minutes just wondering like how exactly I should meet it. Normally I would see it in a minute or so, but this one was quite a bit tricky, I must say. But in the end, I saw the problem with it, and that's why I confidently played long castles.
Oh, now I'm
And
curious.
yeah, and he himself realized it, and that's why he did not play f5. The main thing, no, but I'll tell you. But the main thing is after why f5 does not work is basically okay. Let's say first of all, if I take, he just takes, and honestly, I don't see a problem at all with his position. Like he's now playing on the king side
Yeah.
on these lines, and I have literally no attack. I mean, this is not an attack. So, but the downside of playing f5 is that I have this very nice move e4,
Ooh.
which is surprisingly really strong. And all of a sudden, black is really not coordinated. Like, let's say he takes, I take, and now, like, look, his rook is like kind of under attack. And like, look at these pieces. I mean, what's
Yeah.
going on? Yeah, and this knight is kind of like doing nothing. So this is pretty much lost for black.
Wow.
And that's why he didn't play f5 and instead played c6. But yeah, c6 doesn't bother me. I played h3 with the idea of playing e4. And yeah, like he was completely shaken up here.
Oh.
And he played this really bad move h5.
Oh.
Yeah,
could
to
have
try
been
and prevent e4. But
what I
yeah,
played.
sorry?
I could have played something very similar very often, probably.
Yeah, but if it happens to a grandmaster like him, it's no problem happening to you. So, but basically the same thing. Like after f5, I meet it with e4. So yeah.
Nice.
So he played h5. The idea was like after e4, which is what I did in the game. Like take. He wins a pawn, but like look at his king. it's pretty much over.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
fake wall.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly.
existing. That king is done.
Yeah. And like I have a great center and my bishop is ready to point here.
Yeah.
My rooks are going to take these squares. Queen will like invade at some point, whichever square it can. And basically it's close to winning. I thought it should be almost over here. And I played this move e5, which is the best almost.
Okay.
Like opening up the diagonal for the
Yes.
d3 bishop,
Makes sense.
creating the square on e4 for the knight. He played knight c7, trying to bring the knight. Here, like, I got confused because I have too many good options.
Yeah,
And
this is
really
always
too many.
tricky. It's true.
What I played in the game was rook f4. I could have played rook h1.
Yeah, I thought about rook f4 too. I thought that was like a quite reasonable move.
Yeah, yeah. Rook h1. I mean, there are so many moves. Knight e4. And I'm pretty sure all of them are just winning.
Yeah,
But I decided on rook f4 to try and like put pressure on these pieces, and at the same time bring this rook to either g1 or h1.
exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure it's the best. It's winning, I know that. So he took on e2. I took back, and he brought his knight out. And here I decided to sacrifice an exchange. And I played it pretty quickly. I mean, my opponent was getting into time pressure, but I had like really a lot of time. But I played quickly because I thought it was just completely over. And yeah, he took the rook, of course. I took it back. And now, as you can see, I have like the bishop, the rook pointing here, my queen threatening some stuff, and like I'm going to win this knight. But unfortunately, I just underestimated that he could go back. And I
Okay.
still have to work things out. Yeah.
Oh, so
But it's
queen
still winning.
h2 doesn't work.
Queen h2, he had this check, annoying check.
Oh no.
Yeah. And the thing is, the main thing to understand in this situation is that if he simply moves the rook, I don't know, f8 or e8, let's say, sorry, d8 or e8,
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, I can't checkmate on h8 because of the knight. I have to give a check. He moves, and now the h8 square is just firmly under control because of this knight. So I have to take it off. But like, okay, at this point, unfortunately, there's a check, and I have to exchange queens. But in general, I'm saying he could take, and like I have to always think about his king running. And that's what I basically underestimated when he
Mm-hmm.
played knight g6. And now I was like, oh, damn, I've messed it up. But the good
Was that the
side was
feeling?
that
Like you really thought like, oh no, this is it going to
exactly.
be a draw probably or something.
I'm not sure draw, but it could even go worse. But basically,
Oof.
when I checked later with the engine, all until here it was all perfect moves. So
Wow.
quite funny. Mm. I played queen g4, just like putting pressure and controlling the g5 square mainly from the queen, threatening like queen h5 or like bishop g6 at various points. He played queen d5, which was probably the best chance. Because if he doesn't play, I even have this idea of playing bishop c4 and
That's
threatening to just take on
nice.
g6.
Yeah, it looks very good for white so far.
Yeah. So he had to play queen d5. And here I messed it up a bit
Oh,
because I should have. My move was winning, but not really the best. And it complicated things. What I should have done was knight f4, which I thought about, of course.
what?
Oh, wait. Sorry.
Okay,
Not here.
good. No,
My rook is
thank you.
hanging. My
Thank
rook
God.
is
I
hanging.
thought like I now I'm really curious.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, it's on the next move. Queen h5 threatens mate.
That's better.
He goes here, right? And now knight f4.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the move, but like I thought he could take, and there is no real checkmate. But the
Oh.
thing is, I could have just taken on g6, taken, and I guess take with the queen,
Uh-huh.
and this is completely winning.
That
Basically, I
looks
just
brutal.
I just underestimated this whole thing, and the threat right now is to play rook h8, and yeah, because of this, black has to run on the queen side, but yeah, it's just lost basically.
Hmm.
So this was the winning move, but I played takes, which was the most natural, which I thought was completely winning also. He took back, check, king runs, check, king runs,
Check.
pretty forced, check again, king runs a bit more. And now I had to play the precise move, rook f7. And no real threat, it's just like domination basically. But what I thought was my move was also winning, rook f6 with the idea of rook d6. But already here it's not winning at all, and in fact it's not winning basically. From plus whatever, plus 10 or plus 8, whatever, it's now not winning anymore.
What?
It's just a slight advantage. Don't ask me what that means. So here,
Wow.
but luckily for me, he blundered again.
Oh my god. So
And
first of all, but how can black get out of there?
he should have played king c8, which is what I thought was still winning for me, but it's not. Because after rook d6, I think he has already a number of moves here, and he can even go queen g8, for example.
Unbelievable.
And the
Queen
main thing to
d7
understand,
check, king goes to b8, and nothing threatens. It's unbelievable.
yeah. And the main thing to understand is that my rook is misplaced on d6, however good it may look. And
unbelievable.
And after, yeah, I mean, really, yeah. After king c8, the best move is to just go rook f7. So. Which I could have done a move ago and just winning, basically. And now it's just better.
Okay.
So, yeah. Luckily for me, he played rook c8. The idea is after what I played in the game, rook d6, he takes, and wins the knight on e2. And his rook on c8 controls the square on c7, which my queen could go to. So this was his idea, but unfortunately, it's just lost.
He just loses the rook, right? I mean, 2 checks, or am I wrong?
I tried thinking about those, but unfortunately, he always has some way to block. For example, if check, king here, check, he blocks.
Oh.
And after some brief thought, I realized that this e6 square was really important for the rook. And if he comes here, it's already not easy for me to win.
I see.
That led me to the only winning move, queen f7.
Oof.
Just controlling the square, basically, and dominating the position.
Yeah.
If I had taken, which looks natural, he would have gone king d7, and I can't win the rooks.
Oh, yeah, because it can always go back. It's so annoying.
Exactly, yeah.
True.
But after queen f7, this is pretty much the only winning move, and I'm winning here. Because my plan is to harass this rook with the king. Let's say, basically what I did. So I'll show the game. He played g5. There is really nothing else to do. I played king d1. Because my queen, if he leaves this e file, my queen checkmates over here on e7. So he went back. I went king c2 with the idea of king d3, still harassing his rook. And yeah, he became desperate here and played c5. But I just pushed.
d5, yeah, exactly.
Now he played c4. But already here now I have control over e6 with the queen. So I'm winning the rook by force.
Oh.
So I played queen f6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the point is after
it.
Yeah, queen f5 wins the rook, yeah. He played king e8, and after queen g6 it also wins the rook. Yeah, so this was basically how I won the game.
Perfect. Wow. Impressive. Very nice.
Not really. I mean, I almost spoiled the win completely. So
no, but the analysis was special. That's what I meant, because you were taking into account so many variations here, and it's nice to be part of your thought process. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 3-part video series, so we will see the next video very soon. See you.